Hello everyone, hi, it's Rose. I'm your creative guide here at Wild Rose Bohemian. I am super excited today to be here and share with you how to make a couple of pieces of ephemera for your journal. I am using a 3x3, what I call a 3x3. So many of my kits have a page like this in them, probably almost every single one. And to be true on that, if I made a collection and there isn't one in there, please email me and let me know, and I will create one for you if you like making this type of ephemera. So to go with a kit that you have. If I've missed one, I could have. It's really possible. So what we're going to do is, these are basically ATC size. They may be a tiny little bit short in millimeters on either side or something, I'm not sure. But they're essentially ATC size. And what I'm going to do, there's so many possibilities with these. What I'm going to do is cut them out, and I've printed double-sided, so I've chosen a color of the background pages. Again, these are all freebies. This particular one is, I believe, in Sophie's freebie. I'll give you a link to the video that tells you about all the freebies that go with the Yellow Rose collection. It's really a beautiful collection, and I probably gave away too many things in relation to this kit. Over 100 pages, I think. There's 50 pages of ephemera and nearly 50 pages of things that would create a journal pages. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to cut this like this. I'm going to keep a strip of 3, and then, oops, another strip of 3. Oops. So we'll keep this strip of 3 and this strip of 3. So it doesn't matter which ones you keep. And then I'm going to cut the other ones down to singles, and I may need to trim just a little bit. So I end up with 3 pieces like that, and then 2 like this. And what I'm going to do with both sets here is score them where I might have cut. So I'm going to score instead of cut. Then we'll fold. Just going to fold where you made your score. Ooh, that needs a little trim there. See how I left the white edge a little bit. So. Using my bone folder, but I misplaced it in my move. So we're going to have one that opens like that, and then this one, same thing, needs a little bit of a trim. So the first piece of ephemera that we're going to make will be something like this here. Really very simple. I've decorated this. I'm just going to show you the structure and not necessarily the decoration because this is an inspiration for you. Okay, I've glued here, I've glued here, and I've glued here to create a pocket. Could make your pocket anyway. Could make it a, you know, one that tucks in this way, depending on how you want to design your page. Okay, you decorate these any way that you'd like. Inside of this part, I made pockets, and the way I made pockets, so just go and we'll put one of these in another place. This is a really small journal, so we'll just probably, I think we'll make one this opposite way. We'll put it in here, so yeah, I think we'll kind of do it like that. I'll put you on pause for just a second while I ink these edges. Okay, now I've got my edges inked, okay? And this time we can create a tuck this way. So what I'm going to do is just choose which one I would like to have be the one that's on the top. And I like that, but I did that on the other one, so yeah, let's do it like that. And then all you'll do is basically, you're going to decide where you want your pocket, probably here. And I think I'm going to actually make a notch in here so that I know that it's a pocket. And make a top loading pocket. Okay, and then to make it a pocket, I'm going to adhere glue along this edge. So now I've got a spot that is going to require, have something to stick out here. Make pockets here, so you could, in the one I showed you as the example, you can do pockets like that, which is this here. That's one way to do it. I think I'm going to see what happens here, and let's create them the opposite way. So I'm picking one of my cards of the other three that I had available and decide which one I'm going to want to cut lengthwise. Yeah, so I think that's the best one here. I'm going to cut it in half. It's kind of making a notch where it's halfway. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then all I'm going to do to make these pockets, and I'm going to pick a notch place, and the way I get that done, I want them to kind of be opposite. See, I didn't get it perfectly in half, so it's okay. Wanted them to match. These can get inked really quickly. You'll have another tuck spot really quick there. I'm actually using Kofi with this one, the coffee ink. Again, just applying a little bit of glue around the edges. Now I have two little tuck pockets here. These could be decorated any way you like. I'm just giving you a sample idea of what would work. And I'll show you how I decorate it at the end of the video, but you can see that for functionality, I need this to dry. That's a tuck or a pocket. Same thing here. Okay. And then for this side, same thing, needs to be decorated, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. And I need to create either a tag or something to insert there, but you get the general idea. It's the end of the video. I'll show you what it looks like decorated. So that's one idea. It's like a tri-fold flip. There's that, and then this idea for the same thing here. Okay, that's one. Another one that I want to show you, I have a new punch that is one of my favorite punches. I'm not suggesting you go buy this by any means at all, but it makes the little photo corners, and I really love that. So let me just show you what they look like. So when it's punched out, it looks like this, and they have the little folds. I love that, but you can create those a different way too. I'll just show you. You can do the same thing just by cutting the corners. So you don't need to have the punch, but I'm enjoying playing with that punch. So here's something else that you can create. Which is with this here, okay? This makes a little locking tri-fold tube to tuck in a pocket somewhere. Let me show you how to do that. So you can put pockets on either side here and pocket in the center. That's one way to design the inside. But what you'll want to do is come here, and this is a fold. You're going to fold, see that? I'm folding that inward. Same thing on this one. It's a fold like this. And this one can be created one of two ways. So you can, this is how I've chosen to do this one. But you can also do it a different way, which is the same folds. And then it'd be super cute with like a fussy cut in the front. I think I've shown that before. So really cute with a fussy cut in the front. And then two side pockets. But for now, for this one, I'm gonna just do it like that. And all I'm gonna do is randomly place my notches for my tucks. Probably one here and here. I'm going to ink, so I'm going to pause while I ink. Okay, you know, inking is really optional, but you can see that what I've done is ink my edges on both sides. And then I'm going to need to glue here, here, in there and just close it, creates a smaller tuck spot in here and here. And then I'm going to need to decorate it. So I might create some pockets here. Let me show you how to make cute little double pockets there. The way I'm going to do that is choose one of these to work with, probably this one. And I'm going to cut it from corner to corner, essentially creating two pieces that are very similar. Put a tuck on this side, right? So what I'm going to need to do is figure out how much space I want in between these, but before I do that, let's ink the majority of it. So this idea could be applied to some bigger pieces also, if you wanted to do a little folio or something. But so what we're going to do is just pick how much room that we'd like. Okay, and I want the notches that I make to be like opposite. So what I'm going to do, actually, I don't really want a whole notch. Let's see if I can do a partial one. No, it didn't work. We'll see, that's probably too deep for this. Not sure about that one. Yeah, it's a little bit deep, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't love where those notches are. Probably won't do that. But anyways, you're going to decide where you're going to want these. Once you decide how much room between this and how it's going to look on your page, you're going to kind of put these together, keeping in mind what I show you next. So I think I'm going to do about like that. I don't really want much more room than that on either side. I'm going to ink where I put the notch. I really wanted a smaller notch, but see the yeah, that'll work. So get it where I want, and then I'm just going to glue the corner together so that it stays where I like. I need to apply some glue over here too, all the way to the edge. So that essentially what I just did do is to glue this and this with the glue. And you're going to take your scissors and trim. And see, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't come out here, so probably trim here. Yeah, and I definitely think it would look better without the notches, but I'm not going to focus so much on things I might consider a mistake. They're worth a try. To me, it's always worth a try to try something. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Okay, so now I'm going to actually glue this down just by adhering some glue on these three sides. glue here, and here, and here. And I have a little side tuck. Feel that's got two here and here. Okay, and what I'm going to do on the front, so I wanted to use that punch, but you don't have to. And where did it go? I don't love that I can't see what's happening here with this punch, so it makes it really hard. It's one thing I don't love about it, is I'm kind of guessing because I can't see on the back what's happening, but you can see what happens when you punch, and then it's got, actually, like it puts a crease. In there. So now I've got two corners. See those? So you can do that, or you can just create your own. And the way that you would create your own is just by putting two corners together, one on top of each other, like this and this. Put them together, and then just make your cut to make a little corner. But I'm going to use this punch, and on this side, I'm just going to put it here and here. The glue goes on this side and that side. So one there. And one there. Okay. And then I'm going to use the card that I create, whichever one. You can dream it up. It could be any kind. This one won't quite, is a little bit too small for this, but it's got room. So you'll just measure about the amount of room that you'd like. So this could be a postcard closure. I kind of know that I need to trim that right now. You kind of want to make it your own design, whatever you want to put on the front, but use another card. This might have been too much. Kind of guesstimating what I'm needing, and this one will probably need to be double-sided. Yeah, so glue those together, but you get the idea. So I'm going to create this on my own, separate off camera for you, a little tuck card to go there, but you get the idea of how the tuck works to close up your little folio card. That didn't work so well. But you kind of get the idea. This just slides in here. So you decorate that. You kind of wouldn't know there's a tuck behind it. So I'll decorate that and show you at the end what that looks like decorated. Okay, lastly, the last thing I want to do with the last piece, since I had one more of these left, is I want to do a tuck, and I love to do this. Can be done by doing it, folding it this way and doing what I'm talking about, or can be folded this way. Depends on what you want. So decide if what you're going to do is make a side tab that is something that goes out like this, or like this. And so I did one already, and this one would go on the top somewhere. Let's see. Probably like here. So what's going to happen is that I'm basically going to apply glue here and here and here and here. So the only place that isn't getting glue are the bottom edges. And I already inked this one I cut out. And then you're going to pay attention to what it looks like on either side. Oops. And straighten it. Okay, and so this is gluing these pieces together, but it's leaving an open spot. And all you do with that, this just creates a little tuck spot. It can be a pocket. Oops, this needs to dry. This little tab on the top is a nice way to decorate the top of your journal. You could also put a word, so that, because here's what it's going to look like. You're going to be able to see a little tab. It's always fun to have things sticking out, but then what you also have is a place to make a little tuck for your tags. So that works on that side. But if we do it the opposite way, here's what I want to show you. I want to show you how to create that. So to make something that goes on the side instead, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it, but not all the way, in half. And you can use, I used my tag punch, which looks like a mini tag. That's what I use to create these here. Or you can also use one of these. So what I'm going to do is just kind of cut my corner pieces. Okay, so I've got that shape there. Yeah, and that's a little bit off, but it's okay. So I'm going to put this on this side. So you could fold them either way, but I'll make a tab on this, maybe here. And that's pretty much all I have to show you. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate it. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comments below. In the description box will be some of the links to the freebies. Again, I mentioned how many freebies I gave away for this collection. So everything I'm working with, everything you see, you can get for free on my Kofi site. But it might require you learning how to download something from WeTransfer or watching someone else's video, one of my design team members' videos, to get a password. So I will caution you on that. And I'm going to do here again. So I'm gluing here and here, here and here. And the same thing for making a tab. Be fun to put a word, but then you're also left here with a tuck spot, so you could make more of a tuck like this, something that you might tuck in that way. Okay, next thing you'll see is these things decorated. Have a great day. Thank you. Okay, shall we see what I created here? I made one of these, like got a locking mechanism on it. Didn't stuff it completely. There's 2 text spots. I'm not sure where to put this yet, so I've kind of set it aside. Made a side pocket. I didn't show you guys that, but you can kind of deduce what I've done there. Same thing here. It's a cute pocket. Stuffed it here. This is one of those ones, another one with the locking mechanism. I used a different bottom here. And it's created differently inside, just to show you. Got some other pieces. Flip out. That one's decorated, but I did not finish decorating this, though I will. And here I just opted to leave this because I thought I would do a video with some tags, or at least show you my completed tags before I finish this page. This will be also on this side. Here's another flip out. Not decorated, but you can see where the tuck spots are. And that the tags need to kind of be completed here. That would go in there. Same here with this. This is a tuck spot here. Put a dangle on this one. And that's basically it. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day.